All right, shalom everyone. Uh, Wrong person in the picture. Yeah, well, one after one. Shalom everybody. Peace to those who love peace and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. I was watching the news, and even though I'm not planning to go live really, but I found that this is very interesting topic to talk about. Uh, Now somebody saying that the picture in the front is not the same person. Well, this is the person who is supposedly killed. And, you believe it or not, it's hard to believe that this guy is in control of thousands and thousands of criminals. Uh, his group, they chop heads, they throw them in the street as if they are watermelon. They are, yeah, like way more filthy than Muhammad. Uh, so what supposedly today happened, this is a person, the USA launch a reward for getting any information about him because the Americans are looking for him and they will pay $15 million if you know where he is. However, supposedly the Mexican army, they wanted to prove to Trump that they are after those cartel. However, uh, those cartel obviously they are so powerful, and there is a reason for that. That I will talk about that in a minute. Here you see they are burning stores. They attack the airport. They attack hotels. Um, they are like doing as much harm as they can everywhere they can. And this person have thousands and thousands of criminals, who follow him. Look, they are burning cars. They kick the guy from his car. You see, the guy in the white T-shirt, and they will set it in fire. Those are the cartel, the men of this man who died. And the funny, they are even playing music. It's like nothing happened. Very, very filthy organization. They are doing attack everywhere. And actually, I saw some very disturbing images. They are burning cars everywhere, as you see. The obviously the government of Mexico are not ready for this, and they are incapable of fighting the cartel. They are just burning cars and gas stations anywhere. Like doesn't matter who, like it just see they are burning everything around them. They go in cars and they set off fire anything they see in their way. Doesn't matter what it is. Look at the city. The city is burning. There's no police, obviously. There's nobody. Everybody is in the run. The police are running for their life. This is even the airport. Look at the airport. Even the airport is under attack.
Corre, 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 corre. Corre, corre, corre.
The first thing you ask yourself, what kind of government Mexico has, I mean, how those people, they can do all of this. So, you send some policemen to kill this guy and you don't have control in the street. What kind of country this country? Look at this. Look. It's scary. Those people, they control the country. No, look at this. The police will show up after everything is finished, as usual. Those are beaches area. Many of the Mexican army actually got killed. They ambushed them. And what I heard that they are even looking for American to seek revenge. As you know, many American they go to Mexico for tourism, which is stupid to do. Uh, Here it says this Kling cartel contain, or like the numbers of it is 18,000 to 30,000 active criminal. 18,000 to 30,000. Nobody know exactly how many they are, you know. Yeah. So messed up. Things is messed up. And you know, you ask yourself, what kind of country this country is? What, you know, when this the president of Mexico claimed to be a president, and they have an army, and they make like even like they try to make themselves equal to USA. I mean, what the heck is this? How this is even can be called a country?
Bar is being cleared out. All of these things are being cleared out. It's being
They told all the tourists who they are coming to those areas to go to their rooms because it's not safe. And the funny is, you go to your room, it's like you're safe there. That is funny. I mean, I saw images. I will not show it. How many dead police officers? They hunt them like rats. You know, they follow police cars and shoot them dead. They have more heavy. Look, this is the image. I will not show it. I will pass it fast because it's not going to be accepted in YouTube anyway. They shoot them like as if they are dogs in the street. That's at the airport. Yeah, inside the airport, outside the airport. I mean, yeah. Look at those. Those are cartel. Those are not police. Those are not police. This is look what they have. Look at the equipment they have. Look at the communication. They have with them. Look at the tinners for rockets. Look what they have with them. This is his men. This is not the police. I bet you they have more high tech arms more than the Mexican army itself. It's a very messed up, you know, very messed up. And those, stupid tourists, they go to this. I would never go to Mexico. You have to be stupid out of your mind to go to Mexico. You might have a fight with somebody for some reason. He will disappear in a second, you know. Or what he do? He just call his friends, take him, you know. If they have 36,000 cartel, those are the military. They are down now. The government they decide to sell military. Don't you think it's too late? Yeah. So this is uh, this is other cartel. Actually, this is the same. No, this is El Chavo. Yeah, this is El Chavo. This is a different one. Previous one. Uh, look at this. Look, the whole country is messed up. Look. What a country. What a country. Those are the cartel in the street, you know. Those are not the police. Those are the cartel. No comment. right? No comment. So this is a reward for him by the American, $15 million if you can find any information about him. But if you look at this guy, I mean, who in the world can believe that this guy is anything, to be scary, you think him like maybe this guy he worked maybe in a McDonald's or or he do plumbing or it's like it looked like a normal, but then you would be surprised. And those people they control hundreds of millions of dollars. Actually, what billions of dollars. So you can imagine how much power they have with the money. And this is the secret actually behind why people they even support them. Many people in Mexico, normal people, they support them because they even build hospitals. Imagine the cartel, they have hospitals. They pay for your kids' tuition. Your kids, when I go to university, they will give you tuition. You have shortage of food, they will give you money. You cannot go to the doctor, they will give you money. You know, so they make a lot of money. In the same time, the areas where they are heavy exist, they support the community to buy the community to make the community never cooperate with the police against them. So the community they see the Mexican government as a bunch of corrupt, shitty. Excuse my language, shitty government. They do nothing. They make speeches in the election day, but we see nothing from them. Those are the one who spend money in the street. So they have a huge support between the people. It's hard to believe, right? So in their area, they spread their influence by buying the influence. Poor who cannot afford food, they will give them money. You know. So this is how it is. They are the real government of Mexico. The Mexican government collect tax and do nothing in return. Those they sell drugs and they do something in return. I'm not defending them. I'm showing you how smart they are. You know, they are very wicked, and they knew how to manipulate the mind of people, so people will support them, and they will never go against them. Uh, those cartel they destroy South America, all of it, not only Mexico, almost every country in South America. And not to forget, by the way, they cooperate heavily with Hezbollah, Al Qaeda, ISIS, Iran. All of them, they sell together the drugs. They are in one business. Um, yeah, you will be surprised how much power they have. Look at this. They are burning cities. Look, look.
Quemaron Costco.
This is Costco. They attack Costco because it's an American company. So they are targeting American like business target as a target. Yeah. Who is talking about Catholic now? Who is the city talking about Catholic? What does have to do with Catholic? Those cartel are Catholic now. Who is the man? Who is the potato is talking about Catholic now? Those are criminals. They kill everybody. The one they are killing too. They are Catholic. Don't be silly, stupid. What Catholic? Those people care for God. Yeah. Uh, and you will be surprised. They have like even armors. They have even tanks in some territories. They are like they are a country by their own. You know. And now you kill one of them right away. They will put somebody caliphate for him, same as ISIS. In the same day, they will have maybe his son, his somebody from his family, you know. Very filthy, very filthy, and very wicked. Yeah. Uh, what you can say and what you can do. The wickedness, whoever come with the drugs business and whoever find out how to make it is satanic for sure, you know. And in a corrupt country, those people they flourish because people are upset from the government, their own government, and they find them useless. So why they want to care even for, you know, simply it just it's a useless government. Uh, anyway, uh, I hope those tourists, you know, local at least they knew how to hide themselves from, you know, protect themselves maybe. But you know, those foreigners who they are coming as a tourist, why in the world anyone want to go to Mexico for tourism? Just because it's so cheap, you know? Like once I went to Dominican Republic, and the first thing I saw in the resort, they have many bodyguards with very heavy weapon. So I was like, why they have those things at the beach? And the beach, like, you know, people are swimming, and those men are walking around with their heavy duty guns. I mean, those are not even guns for to fight in a normal fight. This is for like for war. And then I find out that it's possible that those drug mafia they can come and kidnap anyone, anytime, any second. What you can do about it? So they hire those men, and mostly those men themselves they used to be maybe in the cartel. So the one who is protecting you himself was a criminal. So he's like you know willing to shoot for the sake of the money. The boss was killed by the Mexican government. By the Mexican government. Yeah. But obviously, this Mexican government is you know is a bunch of dummy. Don't they knew if they do this, things will go wrong. Shouldn't be ready for what will happen next. You know. So obviously, this government is just an you know communist. They make speeches and they have no existence in the ground. Uh, yeah, we don't know who is the one who really behind the killing. Maybe the American is the one who find out where he is. Because they put $15 million reward to the one who can find where he is, you know. But it's obvious that this country is messed up, very messed up. I imagine, you know, like those people are going in the street, burning cars everywhere, and there's no police in the street. Police run, you know. I saw like there's images. I cannot show it in the here in the video. You can look for them if you you know. For me, it doesn't bother me really. I mean, I hate to see the dead people, right? And those are policemen. They shot them like cats, you know. Like it's not, and you can tell even they are recording them when they are shooting them. The army are no match to the cartel, you know. And for sure, when we say no match, we don't mean the army is coming using their tanks. No, I mean like normal personnel. Like they are equal in equipment. Let us say, unless you want to use tanks, and you know that will make it like going to war with other country. But it's obvious that those cartel, like if you see the video I showed you about their equipment, I mean, yeah, actually, I saw many videos about the cartel. They have tanks, they have drones, they have things you cannot imagine because they have money. When you have money, you can buy anything, everything for sale. Dignity for sale. If people take, willing to take off their panties for $1, why they will not do anything else? Like here, you see, this guy here is a cartel, right? This is not a police. Those are not police. Look at this.
Gente inocente, sí, eres bien verga. Pinche 20, a ver si muy verga te topas con nosotros. Ahí tengo desamarrados los perros, culero. Y así voy a andar patrullando. Pues tu puta madre. Órale, vente, hijo de tu puta madre.
And look inside the van, they have an operation TV. I don't know if you notice. This is not a TV to watch movies. This is an operation TV, which means like if they are flying a drone, there's a leader, commanders where they can tell them where is the target, where etc. And here you notice, I think this is not an air condition. This is a reception. So those people they have a very high tech.
Tu puta madre. Vas a pegar toda la verga, culero. Gente inocente, sí, eres bien verga. Pinche 20.
And this van is an armed armor van. If you see the door, look how thick it is. This is steel. This is heavy duty steel, which means if you shoot at it, the bullet is not going to go through. Look what they have. Look at the rest, what they are wearing.
Órale, vente, hijo de tu puta madre.
Yeah, money, money, money. When you see them, you think this is the military. These are not military special forces. These are members of the Mexican cartel, CG. Their leader, El Mancho, was killed by the special forces, and the cartel members are all over the street of Mexico working. Okay, so this is how horrible the country is. You wanna go to Mexico? You wanna go for tourism in Mexico? I will never go there. No, I will never go there. Not, you see, I've been in war, but when you are a civilian wearing your short, I mean anybody can hunt you, right? I'm not afraid of those anybody, but when you are a foreigner, you are nobody, and anyone can hunt you. And imagine, like, if you let us say you are walking the street and you have a fight with this guy, he hit your shoulder. Those criminals. What will happen? Police can help you. The police corrupt too. In fact, most of the police officers in Mexico are corrupt. They work with the cartel. So when they want to hunt one of those, they have to do it secretly and nobody will know about it. Like it's very few supposedly trustworthy. Otherwise, the police themselves they will call him because one call, a policeman he can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hey, they are coming for you. Hide. All right. So you can imagine how much money he will make from one phone call. Uh, and here you see it says here there's a big concern about attacking American as revenge. Um, yeah. They might now start looking for America and trying, to seek revenge, because the one they consider the one behind this is the American. Trump, he announced this, all those cartel are terrorist organization, and he make it legal, which is true, to consider drugs as a mass destruction weapon. If you check how many people died every year by this, drugs, you will notice that this is like, we're going with the war with the massive country, like as if you are going at war with China, or somebody using nuke. Hundreds of thousands of people getting killed every year in America, and most of them they are young. So this is a very very bad destruction. Uh, Let us see, what is this here? I see something here. Give me a. You see, as I said, they are connected to Muslims, and most likely he is an agent for Hezbollah too. If you look here at this document here, 29 million Singapore Hussein. See the name Hussein, Muslim, we don't, which means we don't give all his name. 19 million Singapore. Why don't say his name? HRS, I don't know what that exactly. 15 million Banco de Mexico. For the money. Yeah, for the money. Hussein. Hussein Barack Obama. Yeah, Hezbollah, a huge amount of income of Hezbollah coming from drugs. It's not a secret. Like they have like hundreds of manufacturers for drugs in Syria and Lebanon. Uh, Let us see. Especially in Ramadan, the drugs in Ramadan is very popular. It's a party time. You will find, like, after the Syrian regime, the Assad, he ran away. Hezbollah lost their ground in Syria, so they made Syria as a massive location for drugs making. This is all owned by Hezbollah. A lot of money they make, like billions. It's a religious organization in the name of Allah. Look, look. And they smuggle those drugs in like I saw it even in a seat for children's. And here it says that number one country they send the drugs for it in the Middle East is Saudi Arabia. Yeah, because the Saudi are very religious. This is all Hezbollah. Uh, Even here it says they sell it even in the grocery stores in Syria. Uh, Here the report saying that Hezbollah drugs making in Lebanon is not the same as before, which means it's shrinking. I doubt it. I'm sure they have less, but still, they are active, very much active. Yeah, because this is how they make their income. This is a supporter, a member of Hezbollah, and the funny is they make videos, and they are not even hiding it. Like they say, yeah, we do drugs. What's what you can do about it? They make videos. They make videos talking about it and showing it. And yeah, who can capture us? Come and capture us, because Hezbollah protected them. This guy before the Israeli killed him and make him shish kebab. Uh, just 3 years ago, he threatened the Christians in Lebanon that he have 100,000 terrorists, and yeah, he have. He's not lying. 100,000 terrorists to attack the Christian areas in Lebanon. Now, for sure, the Christian there in Lebanon, they are not, potato to smash them. They are very, very tough people too, and they will defend themselves. In fact, in the same the speech he made about attacking the Christians, because 7 of his fighters, they were killed in the Christian territory when Hezbollah tried to attack the Christians there. The Christian, they killed 7 of Hezbollah. They made them shish kebab. But he threatened the Christians that he can wage war on them. But then Israel came and made him hummus. So it's a big business between. This is why Venezuela and Hezbollah, they are very close friends. The Maduro himself, he is in jail for what reason? Do you know? Drugs. It's not because he's a president of Venezuela, but because he is a drug dealer. He take always his cut, and they are famous with this called Captagon. All of this is called Captagon. It's very harmful, very harmful drugs. When you take it, it's not the same as cocaine, or those will destroy the cells of you, like they will destroy your mind. Which means if you go to rehab, it doesn't make you any better, because still your brain is destroyed. Look at this. Look. Imagine how much money they are making from this garbage. Yeah, all those are equipment and stuff to cook drugs. There's many videos actually. I wish I can show it to you, but I don't want to be, like copyrighted. But like here, you see here, this is a manufacturer. Here, there is a manufacturer to make drugs. They have all heavy-duty machines and laboratories, and to mix it, to cook it, to dry it, to make it bills. Uh, you know, yeah, they are even putting it inside the fruits. Look at this. Look at this. Who in the world can think for a second? How you can do that? Simply, it's very simple. Those fruits, some of them, they are real. This is plastic. It look real. Let's say it's rubber, not plastic. So when you touch it, it feel like the real one. All right. When you touch the outside, it feel the same as the real one. So they ship lemonade to any country in the world, coming from Lebanon. But inside the lemonade is what? Is this? Each one of those maybe, I don't know. I'm not expert with the price of the drugs, but God knows how much money in this little, lemon. All right. No, this is drugs. This is drugs inside the bills. You see, those are bills. Yeah. So they ship all this, thing here. They ship it, and supposedly we are just sending you, uh, this is was coming to Saudi Arabia. The shipment was going to Saudi Arabia. All right. Yeah, very decent religious group. They are very religious. They are following Allah teaching. And then in TV, they make speeches about how they believe in Allah and Prophet Muhammad, and they go in the street, beat themselves. Labbaika ya Nasrallah, Labbaika, the jihad against Israel. When they are the most corrupt, wicked ever. Gambling, like this supposedly she's a congresswoman by the help uh, of the stupid liberals, Ilhan Omar, right? What her husband own? Supposedly a winery. All right. Imagine she wear hijab, right? She wear hijab. She is a Muslim. Her husband, he own winery. Hmm. How that work? And then, because they are trying to investigate where the money is coming from, because they are getting rich so fast, they go, they find the winery. It's exists as a company, but the money is not coming from there. This guy, he converted to Islam to marry her. All right. He converted to Islam to marry her. And the money is growing so fast. Is it halal to show your chest? Yeah, she's always wearing hijab, very conservative woman. She go and dance with gays and lesbian. Halal wine. This is halal wine. I hope soon she will end in jail too, and they will be exposed with their garbage. So it's not new, the Muslims, uh, you know, never knew to see Muslims. They dress something, they do something, they say something, they do something. They are always very well known to be hypocrite. So Hezbollah and Iran, they are religious. They wanna. America is the biggest Satan, and Israel is small Satan, and yet they are the biggest drug dealer in the world. Same as Taliban. Go check Taliban. Taliban is the Muslim Sunni version of Hezbollah. So everybody in Afghanistan, he take drugs and sell drugs. And then when I want to have party, what they do? They don't even bring women to dance for them. They bring boys, and then they f the boys, right? Very religious. This is why you see when somebody, when I was a kid in the Middle East, once I was walking in the street, and the Muslim, they were coming out of the mosque. But what I get my attention, there was a bunch of men. I was a kid, maybe I was like maybe 9, 10, and I don't remember. But the image doesn't don't go from my memory, you know. So a bunch of men, maybe 5, 6, you can tell they are old men. They are not young. Uh, they have a great. It's not like kids doing things. They were giving fingers to each other in their butt. They just came from the mosque in front of me. They came from the mosque and they are laughing and they are pushing fingers in the ass of each other in the street, in front of everybody. And they are wearing the jalabiya, like the Islamic clothing. We just came out of the mosque. This is why the cartel and the Muslims, they are very much united together, you know. And this is why you see in South America there's a great support for Hezbollah, because the cartel is behind it. The cartel is behind support to Hezbollah, and for sure against Israel, right? Because they are our business partners. They defend us, we defend them, you know. And when somebody like things became so tough for him to be in South America, he can go to Iran, stay there for some time, and go back, right? Uh, yeah. Well, I hope they will come soon with good investigation about them. I saw some videos of like a lady. She went to the company and she could not find one employee in the company. They claim that they are making money from this company, but they could not find one employee working there. Not even one. So how they are making money, right? Where is the money coming from? They have an office, but nobody in the office. If you call their number, you can search there for winery, right? You can call for the number, nobody answered the phone. They don't have a single employee. So where is the money coming from? Hmm? How they became in love? This woman, she married her brother. Remember, right? She married her brother. Halal marriage. It's okay. To marry your brother is fine. It's not a big deal, you know. It's accepted. She said to herself, which I would do, open a daycare like all Somalian, or daycare my brother. She's giving a finger. Giving a finger to Allah, maybe. And you know, the Democrat, because supposedly she is an African, you will see many of the Democrats, especially African, they think they should support her. Seriously, they think they do. If you want to see how those people will treat you, if you go to Somalia, go there. Go there as a black person in Somalia. You will see they discriminate you because even Somalia don't consider themselves as black. They consider themselves a black only in America, not in Somalia. Do you know that? I'm serious. If you ask them, "Are you black?" they will say, "No, only in America for election for etc." They say we're black. Like Kamala Harris, you know, Kamala Harris suddenly she's black. Oh boy, yeah, right. Yeah, and the foolish, you know, a lot of people are foolish. You know, they think, yeah, yeah, yeah. Net worth. So, you know, the garbage of the cartel is totally in contact with the garbage of Islam. They are really like one butt in one pant. Like the butt have two sides, right? They are very much connected. That's why you see, like you see Epstein, everything Epstein he do is about Islam too. You will see how many times Epstein he says, Inshallah, I will work in it. Why in the world someone, if he isn't a Muslim, will say Inshallah? Like, you know, and the other day somebody told me Epstein is a Muslim. I told, don't lie, don't make things up. I told him that the video is there just a few days ago. But then when I search his email, I start seeing how many times he is saying Inshallah. If he is not a Muslim, why he is saying Inshallah? I mean, you see, if he's an Arab, I would say, okay, Arab, they say that, even the one who don't believe anything. But he is not. Why he's saying Inshallah, right? Yeah. What you can say. Uh, mm, yeah, things is messed up. Anyway, if any one of you would like to go to Mexico for fun, or to any territory, Hezbollah, Al Qaeda area, I have connection, brother. I can send you there, one-way ticket. So if you're interested, let me know. If you want to enjoy Ramadan, like many Western, stupid Western, they go to Egypt. The last country in the world I would think to visit is Egypt. And me as a man with heavy duty beard, and then you see those stupid Western women going to Egypt. The first thing that will happen to you in there, you will be molested non-stop. Non-stop. This is only if you are lucky. You will have only molestation everywhere. Somebody will push your finger in your butt. Somebody will push his hand between your breast. Somebody will grab a kiss. And what you can do about it? This is only if you are lucky, because things can go really wrong. Right? Now, for me as a man, mostly I will lose my wallet and they will steal my luggage and they will overcharge you in the restaurant and in the airport, in the taxi. You know, yeah, this is Egypt. I mean, which country, which Middle Eastern country is good to go to? Are you telling me? I don't know. Which one? Iraq? Syria? Lebanon? Which one? Just tell me. And then you see those stupid Western, they go and make videos. Ah, Lord have mercy. Uh, what we can do. Yeah, all those countries are wicked. Drugs and Islam is termite. Take it from me. Drugs and Islam, wherever they go, they are termite. If you bring Islam to heaven, heaven will turn into hell. The termite will destroy it. I don't see difference between drugs and Islam. Both are drugs and termite and violent and filthy. So what you expect? Israel is the most safe country. Who said so? Who said so? Israel, they have their own disease, my friend. What are you talking about? There's a lot of corruption in Israel. You believe it or not, Israeli citizen, they are Jews. They sell weapon to Hamas. Can you believe it? Robbery, shooting, kidnapping happen every day in Israel. How Israel is the most safe place? Who told you that? Do you listen to the news? Go check the news. Did you ask yourself where Hamas getting their weapon from? Especially most of it is Israeli army weapon. Soldiers who they are under drugs, they sell their weapon. They steal weapon from the warehouses and they give it to the Muslims. So imagine a soldier, he gave weapon to kill his own people, to the enemy. Just give them some money. They would do it, and they did it. No, no, no. They smuggle some from Egypt, yes, but most of, I mean, you can talk about Egypt, but how you explain Israeli weapon in the hand of Hamas? You can see the articles written by the Israeli themselves about Israeli soldiers, Israeli citizen, selling weapon to Hamas. It's not a secret. Well, I will never go to Israel. It's a messed up country. We support Israel, yes, but doesn't mean that Israel is a fantastic place to be in. I mean, when Hamas attack, the whole country is asleep. This is telling you how the government is being stupid. And this Netanyahu, the wicked Netanyahu, after 6 hours from the attack, 6 hours, imagine 6 hours, no help whatsoever came to those little tiny inhabitants. Nobody cared for them. Hamas was killing them, shooting them, raping, kidnapping. They are taking even furniture. They have time. They have time. You know, they are taking furniture. They are taking the furniture of houses. I saw a guy. He's taking a toilet seat. A toilet seat. He took a toilet seat. He took it with them to Gaza. They have time. Nowhere to find the Israeli army. All of this for a very simple reason. There's corruption. There's a documentary made by the Israeli, not by the enemy of Israel. In the border of Gaza, there's a training camp for intelligence, and all the training they have girls in it, girls only. There's no boys. They are in there like 20, 21. Those girls are not stupid. They send the alarm to the command, to the highest command, saying there's something going on in Gaza. They are preparing for something. They ignored it. Totally, they ignored the alarm as they don't care. And then what happened. So all the Middle East is a shithole. You know what shithole? You know, I'm coming from there, from that. Sorry to say, it's offensive for me, not to you because you're not from there. I came from there. So the Middle East is a shithole. Whoever says to you the Middle East is beautiful, it's amazing, is an idiot. He don't know what the Middle East is. But I can say Israel is the best country between those all together. But doesn't mean Israel is like a paradise and it's nice and etc. I mean, you go and see how the Jews, the Orthodox Jews, attacking their own soldiers, spit on them, throw rocks at them. Very wicked groups of those Jews, not all the Jews for sure. There's many wicked groups in the Orthodox Jewish community. They are extremely wicked. Even they support Hamas. They support Hamas. This is why they refuse to serve in the army because they don't want to fight Hamas. They are against their army. Always you will see them assaulting like a soldier walking by, going home. They will attack him. Who is attacking him? Is it like Hezbollah? No. Hamas? No. Those Jews, Orthodox Jews. If I'm in charge of Israel, I will I will strip anyone from his citizenship if he attack the soldiers. Anyone, doesn't matter who. They burn cars, they attack the soldiers, they spit on them, you know. If I'm in charge, they carry the flag of Hamas. Oh boy. Woke, they are woke Jews, even though they claim to be Jews, you know. And the Muslim, they use them very well. Look at those idiots. Free Palestine. Self-destruction. Look, this guy is typing Palestine is Arab. Look at this Jewish woman. She's wearing the Arab kafia, you know. Look at them. Look at them. Look at this. Always oppose Zionism. Those Jews marching for their enemy. Ah, Lord have mercy. And the Muslim, they use them very well. You know, they are perfect way to make themselves see. We don't hate the Jews. Look, you know, the Jews themselves, they say the Israel is fascist. You know, look at those faces. They look weird, don't they? Yeah. And you see, the one who posts those pictures is Muslims. Those newspapers are run by Muslims. This is inside Israel. This is not in America, by the way. Those are Israeli citizens. They go and stand with the enemy. Look at this guy. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Hmm. All Palestine to be returned to the Palestinian sovereignty. So where are you coming from yourself? Where is the Jews? Where is the Jews land? Can you answer this question? So if we ask you the Jews is coming from where, can you give us the entire, like where, like which country? Are they like alien? They came from the moon? Where they're coming from? Right? By the way, those people are the same people who did deliver the Jews in the time of Hitler. In the time of Hitler, there's a group of Jews, they sell information. Because he's a Jew, other Jew will trust him. So you remember what happened to the Jews by the German and by the Muslim army. So you hide in your house with your family in the basement somewhere, like, you know, hiding yourself. And then there's a Jew, you tell him, me and my house, you know, we are hiding there. He go call the Gestapo and they come and they give this person some money and they arrest the Jews and they later kill them. All right. The Jews reject Jesus. My friend, the Jews are not the only one who reject Jesus. There's many Christians reject Jesus every day. And in case you do not know, the disciple of Jesus, they were Jews and they accepted Jesus. Are you going to point your finger at them because they rejected Jesus, but you forget the rest? How many Christians they reject Jesus every day? And you call them Christian and you call them conservative. Sakar Carson, he support Hamas. And you people call him a Christian. Cow Dance, she support Hamas. And you call them Christian too. You know, no, so what Jews? The worst enemy of a Christianity is those many of those who call themselves Christians, right? So when we talk about those Orthodox Jews, not because they are, you know, I'm putting them down because they are Jews. I'm speaking about them how they betray their own people. We're not talking about Jesus now. They are betraying their own people. Look, they look like a sandwich, you know. How funny. What is this? What does guy have in his nose here? Yeah, the Pope, especially the previous one, every morning he's against Israel. The Muslim, they are burning churches, kidnapping Christian Nigerian kids, children's beheading. He is not there. But every morning he go in the morning, he speak against Israel. We don't see any news in the world except Israel. So there's many are supposedly Christians, but they are antichrist. I made videos before about how many from every church there's wicked. There's Protestant who support Hamas. There's Orthodox who support Hamas. There's Catholic who support Hamas. But we know that the Lord said, from their fruits you shall know them, right? Correct? Christians believe in Mormons. Who is the idiot who told you that, Mr. Carlo? Since when a Christian believe in Mormons? So why we call them Mormons if they are Christians? What are you eating, Mr. Carlos? Carlo? Uh, all right. What we can say? Hezbollah, terrorist, all is the same garbage. In Canada, Hezbollah was able to open banks. Can you believe it? If you search about banks, they own banks. Like they closed one after more than 25 years, I think. Canada, they found out that the real owner of this bank is Hezbollah, officially a bank in Canada. What do you think about possibility of war with Iran? Well, you know, this Trump is obviously confused. He's a potato. He don't know what he's doing. I don't think he is ready for a war with Iran. And his situation inside the country is not good. You see, to go at war, you know, sometimes president they go to war to take attention from what's going on inside the country, like what Billy Clinton he did, the wicked Billy Clinton. He attacked Christian countries, killing Serbian. Uh, so would Trump do the same for the same reason? Attack Iran because things is not going good for him inside USA. Like lately, even the Supreme Court blocked all his tariff, and everybody's laughing at him. Even the ones who he hired them for the Supreme Court, except one, I think, they voted against him. So you have all the ships, or etc. Obviously, he, you know, it's just a stupid move. It doesn't make sense for me. And look what happened. The Iranian just 2 days ago, they started a war game with the Russian. What the Russian are doing here? And they use the Russian to mobilize all their drones to be close to the Gulf. So now they have drones here in this area, and this area, and this area, and this area. If they are alone, they might be at risk to move them because American they might shoot them or Israeli can shoot them. But they make a war game with the Russian. So under the umbrella of Russia, they were able to mobilize a lot of their weapon and a lot of their ammo to different locations, secret locations maybe. Now I am assuming that the American are watching in the sky carefully. However, I believe still they can get away with many locations, especially if they did that move during time, or let us say, because as I know that the weather was very bad during this war game, and I think they chosen this day or those days because the weather is very foggy and cloudy, so they can move around and they can hide weapon and etc. So Trump, as always, he's a potato. He's not a warrior. He's not a war man. You know, he's a businessman. He was hoping if he scared the hell of them, they will go down to their knee because he want them to surrender, literally to surrender, to give all their programs of making missiles, to take all the machines who make missiles, which they can use for making missiles, to take apart all the facilities for nuclear energy. And in return, he will lift sanctions on them and their oil. The Iranian, obviously, they have a very, uh, uh, solid ground still. Even though, like, you watch this guy Tutsi TV, you think the Iranian government regime is gone. That's it. They are flying. They are running. I don't think nothing happening there. And refusing to come to agreement with Trump is a clear evidence that they are still strong. So if a Trump he wanna go and attack them, Trump he can attack 24 hours, 48 hours, 3 days, 1 week. After that, the balance will go to Iran because you see, we are not, you know, they have their land. We are in America. We are too far. So the supply to come here take time. So in order for Trump to get ready for long time war, he have to send a lot of supply to the Middle East, like countries like Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Kuwait. We do not know even if they will let him use their play because those countries will be terrified from Iran. They are no match for Iran. They can destroy all their refinery. Iran can close Hormuz in 2 seconds. You know, in 2 seconds they can. They don't even need like 5 minutes. 2 seconds can close all. So all the supply of oil can close. Uh, Emirat can be occupied. Emirat is no match. I mean, Emirat is not like even a village for compared to Iran. And especially they have like look how close they are. The Iranian they already in the Abu Musa. This is an island used to be for Emirat. Iranian already they took it. So they are a few kilometers away to do the invasion. And they have an airport here. If you go down, you will see there's an airport. Those airports are for military. It's a small island, but it's a big supplier for military attack. At the same time, they will use it to control the area, to close the Gulf area. So they are just if you use airplane, take you 30 seconds to be in Emirat, with the speed of fighter jet. So uh, Emirat will be terrified. Saudi Arabia is terrified. All of them because Emirat will be empty. Emirat, you see, those countries are made of cartoon. They are made from paper. They are not countries. Like many people, they say Emirat and investment in Emirat. It's garbage. Emirat can go bankrupt any day, any time if the war can, open there. They cannot defend themselves, even though they are buying a lot of weapon, a lot of airplanes, but they are no match for any of the neighbors. As simple as that. Uh, so if the war started, the first ones will pay the price is those countries, and the economy of Emirat will collapse. You know, those countries they don't have really real economy, even though they have oil, they have gas, yes, but that is the same reason they will collapse so fast because if they cannot sell it, they have no money, and they don't have population to fight, and they are rich, and the rich people always the first one to fly. So you will see everybody taking an airplane and going to Europe, going to somewhere. The only one who will stay there is the one who work as a maid from the Philippines or Indonesia, the poor ones who they are going to be stuck there. The rich one they fly, they have their own private jet. An average citizen in Emirat, he makes salary more than a doctor in USA without working. No need for work. In Qatar, the government gave an average $5,000 to every citizen, free water, free gas, free heat, free anything. In the top of that salary. This is just without doing any business. So those countries, they will be for sure. Iran will not attack Qatar because Qatar is their friend. However, Qatar, they have in Qatar they have the base for the American. So they will not attack Qatar as a country, but for sure they will shoot at the bases which is in Qatar. All right. Remember here, the distance is very short. So to shoot down a missile, especially if it's a fast speed, it's not an easy task to do it. You know, they don't have much distance. Like when they shoot their missiles at Israel, you are talking about 2 hours. If it's a fast, high speed missiles, it take maybe I think 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Still, there's a lot of speed, a lot of space to receive the alarm, to receive the, like an attack is coming, to prepare. Here, it take, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds for the missile to arrive to the target. You have no time to even. So we do not know how much really they are ready. So that's why I'm saying that Trump, he might be just, bluffing, trying to make Iran come to an agreement. And I told you that if you watch my previous video about Iran, I told you I don't think Trump he will attack really. He will try to do uh, to come to an agreement because it's not for his benefit, for at least for now. At the same time, we do not know if they are prepared. Are they prepared really for attack? I don't think Trump is prepared. Trump is like a boy. He say they suggest for him an idea. Let us send ships there and threaten them, scare the hell of them, and then they will agree to sign an agreement. Okay, let's do it. Because if they are really ready, they will not be waiting. Because you see, giving your enemy the time to know that you are preparing to attack is not how you launch a war. So if I put all my ships here, I told you already a month in advance, I'm going to attack you. And then, number one way to have victory in a war is surprise, right? They lost the surprise. There's no surprise no more if you attack now. So it's going to be way harder. It's like when they attack the so-called nuclear. Trump, he won a TV. He says we destroy it, we etc. We finish it. They cannot rebuild it in many years. So why you are coming back after a few months if you destroy it already? Because they did nothing. It was a lie. It was a big fat lie. He forced Israel to stop. And I believe Qatar is the one who asked Trump to stop. And now, obviously, they receive news that Iran is advancing in the program. So what we would do, if the news confirm that Iran is going to make a nuke very soon, then they have to attack, no choice. So depend what they have as a news, really. Do they have a news that Iran is preparing to have a first nuke? Maybe in a month, maybe in a week. They will not wait until it's ready to launch because they will use it. Those are mullahs, they don't care. Uh, Same time, Trump is trying to make the price of gas going down. If you go to any gas station right now, you will see how the price jump 30 cents, 40 cents, just because of the news. Because Iranian, they can close the Hormuz anytime. So each day he keep the situation tense. American economy is losing money. The gas price is going up, and that will affect the inflation, which he claimed he is going to fight it. Until now, he could not do anything really. The only thing he was able to do is to subdue the price of gas, but did not show any really impact on the inflation. And the tariff he put on goods hurt the consumers, not really the Chinese, because still the American they have to buy the Chinese. There's many things we don't do make here. What we make in America anyway? Seriously, what we make here? Check around you. Even your Mac is made in America. Your Apple phone made in America. Your keyboard made in sorry, I mean China. Everything is made in China. So when he placed the tariff is to force those companies to come back, but that will take time. It's a good thing to force companies to come back to USA and make the product in USA, but that will take time. So he is until now not successful in the economic way. Inflation is still high. Uh, the only thing gas price went down, but now with this gas price is going up. So you have to finish this very fast. The longer he keep this thing there is not for his benefit. And I think mostly if they are convinced that Iran will not agree with them, and obviously look like it, so he cannot attack Iran unless he is ready. So it's going to take him some time before he can send enough missiles, enough weapon, enough backup, enough, because we don't know what will happen. You know, like the Russian, they attack Ukraine. Putin, he called it 48 hours operation, right? 48 hours. And now it's the fourth year. So if the Americans are not ready, what they think is going to take 1 week, it might take 6 months. Who knows? Especially if you will not send, your army in the ground, because I am sure they have like all those kind of tunnels, and they build them far away from the ability of our bombers. And actually, what happening now is proving that, because when Trump he claimed that he did hit and he destroyed their tunnels wherever they have, obviously did not happen. That's why he's coming back. I mean, we just went attacked them just what, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So we are back. Why? Because simply we were not successful, which means they are really prepared for this day. And our attempt to destroy their nuclear facilities did not work. Especially he told them tomorrow we would do it. He told them at 2 weeks in advance. I mean, it's just a stupid movement. Like you don't tell your enemy when you are going to attack them. And now he is doing the same stupid mistake. The same stupid mistake. Uh, he's telling them in advance, I'm coming for you. Okay, they are ready for you. You don't. You don't tell your enemy if you want to attack. This is not how you do it. This is not how you do it. So if Trump is prepared really, and I mean they have enough ammunition, storage, because this is nobody knows how long it's going to take. And you cannot wait until you send supply from USA. It's going to be very costly if you want to do it in rush, right? So they have to storage a lot of ammunition, missiles, even personal, maintenance, even hospitals. You see, when the USA attacked Iraq, they rented all the hospitals in Saudi Arabia. They kept only few for like the use for civilians. All the hospitals, which is very important hospitals, are reserved to the American army. And here is no different. The only difference here that the casualty will be less, possibly, because you don't have army in the ground. But if the Iranian were able to hit any of those ships, it's going to be disaster for Trump. He might even nuke them. He might do, because all those ships they have hundreds of soldiers, and it is very very possible that they can do that. Because I mean, there's no distance. Look at this. I mean, we are just next to their wall. In fact, I am really surprised actually. Why in the world he want to put them there? That's very dangerous. He should put those far away so the Iranian will not be able to attack them so easy. But like who am I? I'm not a general in the American army, and for sure they have their own you know, expertise to do what is right. But for me, I don't think this is a position for war. This is not for war. This is to show off. You want to go for war, you go far. So if your enemy is shooting missiles, shooting like now, if they shoot 4,000, 5,000 drones at the same time at any of those ships, can those ships really handle 4,000 drones at the same time? We don't know. Do we have really capability for such a thing? I doubt it. I mean, Israel, they have radar, they have even the American helping, and they have a distance from here to here. Look how far. Still, some drones were able to hit their target. Correct? Were they able to develop some technology in the last few months which can take thousands of drones at the same time down? I don't think so. Right? So those positions telling me this is not. If they keep them here, it doesn't make sense. And I think there's one here too. Like in this area now. I think this is old picture maybe. There's more. There's more ships right now here. And just yesterday or today, Trump he command like a hospital ship to go to Greenland. So why they want to send one of the most important cut jet they have, let's say, for wartime to Greenland, not to the Middle East? There's nothing in Greenland. There's a few soldiers are sick, supposedly. They were in the submarine. Those can go to any hospital there. There's a hospital there. So if you are going to at war, you will send those ships where they are moving hospitals here for emergency surgery, etc. So for now, and then actually, I think 2 days ago he said, "I will give Iran 15 days." But remember, he said that before. I will give them 7 days. I will give them 10 days. I will give them 1 month. I will give them 2 months. I will give them 3 months. This is Trump. And actually, this is what make him more scary for the Iranian because they don't know him. This is a very hard person to predict. He might say you have 15 days and then he attack you tomorrow. Who knows? Uh, but I say, for now, I think they are not ready for such a thing. And Trump is just, trying to put a pressure on Iran, and it's not working. Uh, how do you still know military info and you're still involved? I do not need to be involved. Like I was in the army, yes, but I'm not anymore. But this is no, basic knowledge. It's not important. You analyze the information, you check out. Like, I told you, if they are going to attack, check out how much oil Europe and the NATO are storing. Did they order a lot of oil from the Gulf? Like, is the oil going now from the Gulf is a big number, more than usual, like twice, 3 times more? If this is happening, that means the attack is going to happen. So the only one who knows this information is someone who's connected to this business, like shipping, those containers who ship oil, gas. So if the order for oil and gas now reach like maximum production and buying ability, that means American are informing their friends, buy your oil, buy your gas. And it's possible that they are waiting too. They are asking Trump to wait until the season change because now it's still cold. Remember when the spring come, the gas and is not important as before. When it's winter and very cold. Like now, until now, we have a very tough weather. Like now, today is very cold, right? And many areas have a very blizzard storm. I just cover my trees again. Uh, so it's possible that they are waiting for the weather to change for many reasons. Number one reason is easier to attack when it's clear. The second reason, they can get their supply. Number three reason, Europe will be warmer soon, and their demand and their need for gas and oil will be way less. So all things together work to make the attack on Iran delay. This is my opinion. I can be wrong. No, fuel price is not dropping. It's getting which country are in pure tan? Which country? In USA, the price in the last week increased 27 in my area, 27 cents. When I noticed things getting serious, I went to the gas station. I filled up my tank. 4 days after, 5 days after, the price went 27. I don't know nowadays, uh, but we can check. Let us see. All right. Um, yeah, actually, I see some areas the price today is dropping just today. But you see, last week, as an example, in New York, last week average it was a 3.52. Yesterday it was a 3.54. Today is a 3.53. All right. So it's like in the same since the war is, like rumors about the war. But then if you go a month ago, it was a 3.5. Depending on your area, you know. Uh, I see here. Yeah, like yesterday it was expensive. Today is more expensive, but not like yesterday. It's less than yesterday. But a week ago, it was exactly 28 cents less. Anyway, all those things together, they will work together to bring you the information about when the war is going to happen, if it's going to happen. But obviously, Trump is not ready, you know, and you have to take into consideration that Trump is a potato. He's not a war guy. He's literally a potato. He's a businessman. He's the kind of a guy who will go under the table if something happened. Uh, if any ship of those attacked and the attack was successful, let us say the Iran, they were able to, God forbid, kill in 30 soldiers from American Marines. That will be a disaster for Trump because the coming election is coming soon. All right. So any failure is going to be a very bad thing for him. So in order to go for such an attack, he better be ready and they better have no casualty. Remember, the Iranian regime, they don't care if 100,000 people get killed. That will not change the government. Even if a million get killed, 2 million, 3 million, right? I mean, those Muslims, and they are, mullahs, so they are willing to sacrifice all the nation anyway. Who care? They don't care. But in countries like America or other countries, when you lose a soldier, is a problem. You lose 10 is bigger problem. You lose 100, oh boy, that is not a successful war. So Western, they are expecting from their government that when they go to war, we will have the minimum casualty, like a massive war in Iraq. After all those years, only 3,000 something get killed. This is very low number for such a war for many years, right? But here, the story is different. So if you talk about 100, remember Hezbollah once attacked in Lebanon and they killed more than 200 Marines. Anyone remember? And then the potato Reagan, and many they say Reagan was amazing. Reagan is a piece of garbage. He ran and his tail between his legs. In fact, he is the reason behind Hezbollah to grow in Lebanon. So Hezbollah, they sent a car with suicide, I think 2 cars, to the American embassy in Beirut. And the American embassy was protected by the Marines, and there is some special forces, French special forces too, in the French embassy. And they explode themselves in the embassy, and boom, more than 200 Marines get killed in 2 seconds. What Reagan he did, he put his tail between his legs and he ran away. And then Hezbollah announced victory, the death to America. They ran away like cowards, and Hezbollah grew so fast. And why not? They were able to kick away the American. They were coward. It's a fact. Reagan was a potato. So Iran, they can hope for the same thing again. That Trump, he cannot handle it. He's a potato. And yes, he is. So if something happened here, Trump, he might put his tail between his legs and run away. This is not Israel. This is Trump. Israeli, they are a different story. So the Iranian, they will not fear America the same they fear Israel. Especially the Iranian, they knew a lot of wicked American. They support them. They support Hamas. They support Palestine. They support them. So they will have a lot of a pressure on the government of USA, on America, on Trump to stop immediately. And then that will make the regime in Iran look more stronger actually. If they attack them and they were able to do nothing, that will make the regime very powerful. Because then their own people will see that even America could not do anything to them. So every Iranian will lose hope that change of a regime is impossible. So the attack by Trump, it can be very negative if he did not finish the job. Do you understand what I'm saying? Any attack, and this attack is not finishing the job, like what he did last time, because obviously he did not, he lied to us, is going to be very negative. You might destroy some warehouses for them, etc., and make speeches, nothing like it. Unbelievable. Our army, most beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Nobody have like our bombers, like, and then we find out they did nothing. We are not a bunch of fools. We knew he did nothing. In fact, satellites show even pictures of the Iranian moving all those uranium in their ships a week before the attack, not a day before. Uh, so I'm afraid that this attack might even help Iran. The only hope I have, and I repeat that again, it's not the American attack, it's the Israeli. The only one can do the job correctly is those people. American commands are potatoes. They are. Not because they don't have weapon, but because they are under the pressure of politics. They are not fighting for America because simply America is safe from Iran. We are too far. If Iran is close to us, trust me, they will nuke them. They won't hesitate for a second to nuke them all. There's no choice. So the American will depend on Israel to do the big job, the same as what happened last time. The American involved in the last 10 seconds, and then Trump, he claimed the victory. Like as usual. He is the one. Like, you make the cake, you cook the cake, you put it in the oven, you take it from the oven, you put it in the table, you put it in the dishes, and then Trump, he bring the knife, he says, "See, this is our cake." But this was the cake of Israel. All right. And until now, actually, the Israeli, every few days you hear an explosion in Iran. Every few days, Israel never stop attacking Iran, but they are not stopping, like, attacking them directly. They are doing explosions, so it's not like us. They don't announce it's us, but it's obvious. So if you search right now about explosion in Iran, you will see it all over. You know, who's behind it? Israel. This is from Jerusalem Post. You see, the only one have a true info about what's going on is the Israeli. Satellite image reportedly show Iran repairing the fortifying site amid US attention. Okay, they are fixing them. Nothing happened. Yeah, and the poor Iranian, they were striking in the street, and Trump, he told them the help is coming. Yeah, right. I told you before. You remember? I told you, don't listen to this garbage. The help is coming. 36,000 people died, and the help is coming. Still is coming. No, no, Venezuela. Venezuela is a different story. You see, the American, they got what they want from Venezuela. They control the oil, and the government, they have no freedom. They have no freedom in anything, you know. So instead of going to war, civil war, they got what they want. And when the election will happen, and then the one the American they like is going to win, because they won already. Actually, the election won by the opposition already. People don't like the Venezuelan government, the majority at least. So instead of going for war and making yourself look like you are not supporting democracy and you are stealing the land of somebody else, here we go. We got Maduro. We forced them to give us the oil. Like now, all the oil of Venezuela have to be sold to USA. And then the oil of Venezuela, it is USA who decide where the oil will go. So you can say Venezuela lost all their authority over their oil. And this is what Trump you want. Because Venezuela without oil, there's no ships can go there. Any ships will go there. It is have to be approved by USA. So in Venezuela, he made victory. There's no question about it. But Iran is a different story. All right. We are not far from Venezuela. We have many islands close to, like the Virgin Islands, etc. So we are not far. So accomplishing to such a mission, it's way easier than going all the way to Iran. And not to forget, Iran is not Venezuela too. The army size, the weapon they have. Do CP believe in fellowship or seclusion like a monk? First of all, this is something personal. It's not about me believing or not. You ask very weird question, my friend. This is something personal. However, any Christian, he always live in seclusion when he want, because Jesus said, you go to your closet when you pray. So the seclusion is not going away, is not going to mountains. You can do it anytime in a moment with God, and by taking the whole world out of your head and you are praying to the Lord. So it can be staying away from anything that disturb you, but it can be you isolate yourself anywhere, anyhow, any moment. Even if you are between 10 of thousand of people, you can be thinking about God, praying to Him when all the world may be watching football. Anyway, this isn't our topic, but this guy is, he's suffering from flight of thought like Muhammad. We talk about Iran and war. He's talking about monks. What we can do. Uh, yeah, so this is my answer. And let us see, maybe I'm wrong. Who wanna bet I am wrong or right? Leave your comment and tell me what do you think. But my understanding of war, you don't go to war in the way Trump is doing it. And if he attack Iran and he did not do something big, Iran is the winner. As simple as that. So going to war with Iran is not a joke because the purpose have to be accomplished. Making a speech about we destroyed everything like what happened last time, and then a few weeks after you say we warn you, etc., we will do it again. That means you did nothing. So that is, and the election is coming. We have a few months left, you know, 8 months, 9 months for the election. So you have to finish this business now, fast. And I think he is not ready yet. So we will see. All right, we will see. Uh, any chance you can do story again? What story? What story are you talking about? Anyway, uh, we spoke about many things, and as you see, the world is full of wickedness, and Iran government is a wicked for sure. But cleaning the weed is not easy. You can cut the weeds, but the weed will grow again, unless you uproot the weeds. And obviously, Americans are not good in that. In fact, Americans, they are very good in planting weeds, like what they did in Syria right now. Syria right now is controlled by Al Qaeda. So Trump, the idiot, he is planting weeds by his own hands. So what the point? We are going to fight the Mullah regime of Iran and we establish other Al Qaeda regime in Syria. So we got rid of Iran in Syria. We established Al Qaeda in Syria. What the difference? Americans are not good, not in politics, not in war. They don't know what they are doing. Every single war they went to, it was a waste because they don't have really a target. They don't have a plan. It's like weather news, like somebody advised somebody to do something. There's no deep study. There's no serious, thinking about the future, what we can accomplish. And Trump, if he is not going to change the regime in Iran, nothing will change. That's why I'm saying the only hope we have, if something happens, is Israel. The Israeli is the only one who can make a big difference. The Israeli, they can send troops in the ground. They can take the mullahs one by one. Literally. America will never do that. Trump will never dare to send a marine in the ground. It's not going to happen, because or what you see, he is not a king who think about his country only. He's a king who think about him and his family future first, and then America. So he want to preserve his politics career to the end to be shiny clean. A failure war is a disaster for him. The Israeli is a different story because for them, attacking Iran is about saving themselves, is about either us or them. It's not politics. It's not tomato business. This is country when I have nukes, and they will use the nukes against Israel. So the purpose of Israel to attack Iran is totally different from the purpose of Trump attacking Iran. But now both of them, they have the interest of Iran, right? So Trump, the only strong point he have in this all is Israel. And most likely, if a war happened, the major attack, the major things in the ground, I will not be surprised if the special forces of Israel, they go in the boots and they kidnap the mullahs one by one, or or finish them one by one. The only one who can do that is Israel, and I am sure they have a lot of agents in the ground in Iran too. The American will be assisting Israel. So Trump, he will claim that he is the one fighting Iran, but the one who will do it in the ground is the Israeli. The Israeli, they will make victory. Trump, he will claim it, as usual. All right? And this is what I think. What do you think about Trump assassination attempt? I think this is, somebody is stupid, mentally ill. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody when assassinate a president using a shotgun? And I mean, do you know how far like how you can shoot with shotgun? Someone is 3 miles away from you. He's an idiot, obviously, mentally ill, and he have a gas with him too. Like, okay, yes. Well, somebody mental. Yeah, somebody he hated Trump. He want to shoot him. Yeah, but it's stupid. And not only that, the guy is not even there. Trump is not even there. Trump was not in the state. Was not in Florida. So we are going to what? To do a hunt? To shoot a turkey? Just a stupid idiot. Like one of those wicked Democrat. No brain. Like he want to go to assassinate the president, and the president is not even in the country. If you search on the internet for 2 seconds, you will find that Trump is not here now. This guy is not. Everybody knows where he is now. So shouldn't you, before you go to attack, to check out? Yeah, I don't know if he's a trans. He's a trans. I'm not sure, but maybe I don't know. Let us see. Let us ask Prophet Google. Search for me. Let us see. Google giving me answer for 2024. Uh, his name is Austin Tucker. There's no information if he was a transgender or not. I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, I hope what I share with you just give you a little bit of info. Uh, you know, we in like me, I grew up in the Middle East, and I know I know this land very well, and I know the most important is, if you want to fight an enemy, is to know how they think. And because I'm born there, I grew up there, I know exactly how they think. You know, and I will tell you that the Iranian, they think about the American as a bunch of stupid. They're proud, arrogant people. This is what they think about them, and they are stupid. And this is their experience with the American until now, because always the Iranian, they get away with all the attack they did to America. Until now, the American, they never did a real serious attack on Iran, even though they killed 200 Marines of them. Even when they tried to free the hostages, if you remember, the hostages of American embassy, two American airplanes hit each other. It was a big failure. So the Iranian regime, they have a very, very funny experience with the American. American for them are a bunch of potatoes. They are not good at war. So the American, they have to show them that they are good at war. And they should show them that they can do something. But I doubt Trump is good for that job. For all what he think about is business, money, and election. He's not thinking about victory for America. He's thinking about how he can lower the price of gas, how he can, before the election day, he can say to the American, I did this. And attacking them will increase the price of gas skyrocketing, skyrocketed like to the top, and many countries will be bothered. His friends will be upset, and Iran, they might attack all the refinery in this area. And this area supply most of the world with oil and gas. So it's enough for the Iranian to attack the refineries, will take years to rebuild. Literally years to build, depend on how much the damage is. So 1 2 weeks attack, Iranian shooting Qatar refinery, Emirat refinery, Saudi Arabia refinery. And remember the Iranian, they have here the mullah, the Houthi here. So they can shoot their rocket, and they have long range rocket to Abha. And all the areas where they have the Saudi, they have their own refinery for. They can even send their missiles all the way to Jeddah, here. Remember the Houthi, they have missiles, they can go all the way to Israel. So Jeddah is very close to them compared to Israel. Look how far the distance. They were able to shoot missiles from here, this location, all the way to Israel, to Tel Aviv. So 1,000, maybe 1,200, mile distance. Here, this is half, not even half. It's not even 20%, 30%. So it's easy for the Houthi to seek revenge from the American by destroying all the ports of Jeddah, which is a major supplier for for trade and goods and gas and oil. Same time, the Iranian, for sure, they will close the sea here. It's enough to throw some hundred of what they call them, those in the water, like like a trap. What they call it in English? I don't remember the word. Like during the war with Saddam Hussein, both sides, the Iraqi and the Iranian, they use them. So they throw them in the water, and the ship will be like going through the water, and they will not float above the water. They will be like maybe, let us say, 6 foot under the water, which means the ship will not see them. Especially those ships are not made for to scan under the water. They are not fishing ships to see so there's an object. So anyway, and boom. So those are used during the Gulf War big time. They can use them again, and I'm sure now they are more advanced, and they can use water drone and etc. to to take any ship trying to go through. So it's very complicated. It's not that easy. Attacking Iran is not that joke. The only one can get away with it is Israel. And Israeli now, as I heard, they have a new weapon already enter into service, which is laser. So this laser can shoot many. I don't know how many machines of it they have already, but I'm sure they are working hard to spread those laser defense, all over Israel, preparing for the coming war with Iran or any other neighboring enemy. So we will see. Time will tell. And what is a mystery today is going to be a news tomorrow. So we will see. All right. Yeah, we will see. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for being here. And we appreciate you coming here and listening. And you don't have to agree with me. You can leave a comment after we finish in the comment section. Uh, we speak to you with the like in the most honest way we can. And as you know, our information is limited. We speak based on what we know, and what we know is not what is said in TV or not what it says. I don't believe. Don't ever believe what they say to you in TV, because everybody fabricating news and changed even if the news is the same, they change the title to make it look different. So never take the news from TV. And the only true news is when it happened. When it's something it happened for real. Not when it is news, because tons of news are fake. Millions of them. Every country have like, I mean, they have a flood of fake news. And you have your own duty to find out which one is true and which one is fake. It's like, the word of news is same as a Chinese copying everything. So you go to China, you find anything. You find Rolex watches, look exactly the same, for $30, $50. You find any fancy brand in China for 20, 50, $60. How in the world do you know? They look exactly the same. They have even serial number. They have. This is how hard it is to know what's going on. And we judge by what we know. And I can assure you that what we know is not even 1% of the truth, especially about this wicked world. So thank you very much for listening. Until we see you soon again. God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya.